And we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra, special, big up, shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs. Shout out to my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers. You know how the driving thing go already. If you drive, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean hearted, good hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. And shout out to all the other professions as well: law enforcement personnel, military personnel, medical field personnel. You know how the thing go already. All right. We're here this morning on this beautiful, today is the 17th of July. We're almost, we're past halfway through July now. Yep, and we are halfway through the year, which means 2024 will be saying goodbye soon, and soon we'll be looking at 2025 saying Happy New Year again. Anyways, I'm happy to be here this morning. Took some time off yesterday, take care of some business and these kind of things. You know how that part goes already. Real life overtakes everything else, right? And we're just there, do the thing, being responsible and all these things. We have a lot to talk about this morning, and a lot we have to talk about this morning depends on you. I was trying to get here as early as possible, so we have at least an hour and a half, but we have an hour and 45 minutes, which is a lot of time to cover some material, right? I will tell you what is what we have on the board this morning, and you will choose where we start, and I will start from there. Haven't done this in a while. So the whole Trump versus Biden thing is still up in the air. Today we would be talking about his vice president, who he chose as his vice president nominee. Somebody said, this is by special request. Somebody said, SouFLo, please talk about Project 2025. So I will dive a little bit into Project 2025 while talking about Donald Trump and my interest in Project 2025, right? Then we have on the board as well Noah Lyles, the American athlete Noah Lyles, pillow talks with his Jamaican girlfriend, which Noah Noah is fast on his feet, but Noah seems to be fast at the mouth as well. And he has revealed some things which now seems to have gotten him into some sorts of troubles with the Jamaican crowd. So that's another one that's on the list this morning. Then nothing of evidential value was found in Leon Issa's cellular phone. This the young autistic boy who was taken away when his mom's car was hijacked or carjacked in Jamaica. And they basically slit the youth throat, put him on the back of the vehicle, the trunk, and then left him there to die, right? The mom had been fighting with the Jamaican authorities for the longest for nobody to get into her phone. She would not allow them access to the phone. Finally, they took it to court multiple times, and eventually a judge said she must give up the phone. So she gave up the phone, or she gave access to the phone, her permission for them to enter her phone. So after all this, they've come back to say there's nothing in her phone. So we can talk about that one as well. 44 murders in 14 days. Jamaica run hot, but they still say that the murder rate is down by 11%. We talk about that. And then Marvin McDonald Bishop is tipped to be the first woman president of the Court of Appeals. She is also the leading judge on the appeal panel over the Vybz Kartel appeal case that is at her courts at Court of Appeals right now. So in that whole thing right there, we would also talk about how long ago they said, we will have to wait until July, and we will hear before the end of July, and how Vybz Kartel's case ties into her big promotion, etc., etc. It's up to you to choose where we start. I'm going to give you 60 seconds, And in those 60 seconds, I'm going to sip my lemon water and I will read the comment section to see where we start. Go. 60 seconds is running. So if not knowing our phone, why she did that along so over it. I love when you talk patois. By the way, I'm gonna see nobody type in nothing, so I'm just gonna start where I want to start. Let me tell you that from now. It's just like voting. If you don't pick, somebody are gonna pick for you. If you don't vote, somebody will vote for you and you will live under the government that others have elected. So it's up to you. But I'm gonna tell you this. I post a Jamaican video, Drive and Chat, and Auntie Cutie, which is very much Jamaican, her authentic, beautiful Jamaican self with her Jamaican patois, the Donga country kind of patois, in the talking of the video. And that video holds the key to our next $100 giveaway. Me notice so I didn't watch the video still, but it's all right. So when me I give away the $100, whoever get it, just say congratulations to them because them go watch the video. All right. So me say Noah get out of the way. Get Noah out of the way. And the first one, Audrey Wright said. Murphy the Poet Jamaica Kerr says Noah again. Karen Notice says Trump. I have 3 Noahs. I have 4 Noahs. Crystal G Prelis 2321. 123. Sorry, I'm dyslexic this morning. 5Field63 says the phone tampered with. Me don't know what that means. Dorothy. Noah again. That? Okay. Noah again. Mervyn the Point, Jamaica Kerr. Audrey Wright say you're too bad. Donna Davis says Noah. We are going where we have 10 seconds left. Can't wait too long. Kaz Robinson says the phone. Miss Goldie Robinson says Noah. Big up Miss Goldie Robinson. Thank you for being here. 5Field63 says Noah. It looks like it's a 4, 3, 2. Claudette Sterling seals the deal. Noah it is. Wayne Nathan says Noah. Onika St. John says Noah. And Kaitai Jai Empress says Noah with a gold trophy. So Noah it is. All right, now we get into this now. Now, the Noah thing now will just be Noah, you know. I don't know how we do it already, see? So, apparently, Noah, who is an American champion athlete, we don't know who Noah Lyles is already. He's probably our biggest threat. But Noah Lyles is talking on a podcast. And I went to listen to the podcast myself, parts of it anyways. And he was pretty much revealing things that him and wifey would have talk, pillow talk, right? But you must remember that Noah Lyles' girlfriend is Jamaican. And a lot of Jamaicans are upset over it because I see their comments on social media because she apparently has been telling Noah things about the other Jamaican athletes inside of their training camp. Now, we are Jamaicans. We don't even know what goes on inside of these training camps. But Noah on the podcast was bragging pretty much that, you could say for about 5 years now, I've known inside details about what goes on with, with traitor. Kaitai Jai, flick it out there already. I said traitor. But Noah said, yeah, I got privy inside information, you know what I'm saying? But he also said, you got to remember that his girl is an athlete herself. She trains with them and she is on the inside. So she gives information. All right. News out of Jamaica says, social media users have been reacting to the podcast interview with American sprinter Noah Lyles, in which he spoke about his knowledge of happenings within the Jamaican track and field camps. Noah is an outsider. Noah is our arch nemesis. You could even, listen, we are super competitive. So when it comes to like athletics and it's coming down to like Olympics, people will even go as far as using the word enemy. Noah is our enemy when it comes to this, right? Not saying the brother is an enemy, but you know what I'm saying, right? Them not supposed to hear nothing. We are going inside of our camps. That's how a lot of people are looking at it. So the interview on Colin Waitsman's Track World News was uploaded on Monday, July 15th, and also included American 400-meter runner Noah Williams. Now, during the more than 1 hour long discussion, the topics of Jamaican Twitter was discussed with Noah Williams saying, Jamaican track Twitter, it is the most toxic world you can get in track and field. Drama filled, drama filled, and toxic. Like shots being thrown, like accusations being made. A lot of the times about him, about Noah Lyles. A lot of fun going through Jamaican track Twitter. So obviously they're paying close attention to us, right? They're paying what we're saying. They're paying attention to what we're saying about them, even on social media, Jamaican Twitter, Jamaican track Twitter. They call it the most toxic place ever. There's a lot of nasty stuff that's being said about Noah Lyles over there. They were discussing this on their own podcast. Before that, though, Noah Lyles spoke about his relationship with Jamaican 400-meter runner Janelle Brumfield and the things that he had learned about the Jamaican track camps in the last 5 years, seemingly through his relationship with Janelle Brumfield. Now, a lot of people are saying, I wonder if Noah really, they strategically placed him with Janelle. Like, go after her. You know, she'll take to you. She'll like you anyways. That way we have an inside ear to what goes on inside of their track camps. Here we have two professional athletes. A lot of you might not know who Noah Lyles' girlfriend is. You just know that he is with a Jamaican girl, right? We're going to talk about Janelle in a minute. Janelle being Jamaican and having trained in the MVP camp. I have been getting the drama from the Jamaican camp at least 5 years now, is what Noah said. There's a lot of times that I make references about Jamaicans, but I'm not trying to go back and forth. Like, I know information and other people don't, is what he said, right? My commercials are running. I just saw it on the screen. I can't control it. If you don't get a commercial, then you vibe with the content. If you do, then come back to the content when the commercial done. All right. This is what Noah said. Noah said there's a lot of times that I make references about Jamaicans, but in other words, what he's saying then, in his exact words, a lot of times I make reference about Jamaicans, but I'm not trying to go back and forth. Like, I know information that other people don't. So in other words, what he's saying is, wifey agim, Janelle is giving him the Schweppes. She'll tell him the straight low of what's going on in there. So he knows stuff. That way he can use it. And when he says stuff, don't think he's just pulling it out of thin air. He is getting it from a credible source who he considers to be his woman, is a credible source for him, right? Her line of information then. Social media users were not pleased with this. And other comments made on user on X, formerly known as Twitter. One user said, I heard what Noah said about knowing things going back 5 years. I'm not surprised because pillow talk is a part of a healthy relationship. But yeah, people are going to distrust her going forward now. Oh, well, Janelle, you made your bed. All puns definitely intended. You made your bed, so you should now lay in it. He also sought to clarify his hope he stays healthy comments on Jamaica's national champion in the men's 100 meters, Kishane Thompson. Me, myself, and Shakira, wifey, we just had this discussion as well. Because Shakira said she not believe, she thinks that, and she said, babe, they might kill me over there. No matter of fact, when she told me what she put up on her channel at Shakira's Fair, I said the Jamaican them probably kill you over there, don't it? Because I was the one that said watch out for Sha'Carri Richardson before Sha'Carri made her big comeback, right? And them kill me, you know. You're disloyal, dirty, nasty. They call me every name in the book. Stay foreign, turn foreign, you big traitor. All I was saying is this girl has more to give than what she's showing now. Back to this. Wifey must put up say she don't see what she said? She said Kishane Thompson, she don't see him beating Noah Lyles. May I call you out, babe? She don't see him beating Noah Lyles at the Olympics. Now, this is not something you want to say to Jamaicans, right? Because in our mind, Kishane is going to be the big upset. and he's going to take first. Gold medal is 1, 2, and 3, and anything after 1, 2, and 3. Yes, we can say 3, but we feel if we said 3 because we are talking to a certain audience. So it's 1, 2, and 3, 3, gold, silver, bronze, and it's gonna be Kishane the big upsetter, Noah somewhere in there, and one of them other that African dude that will always come close to wherever. Okay, anyways, but our other sprinter, Seville, is not going to medal, and people are taking it a certain way, right? Something happened where Kishane Thompson must have gotten in, or must have, he ran, but Noah said, made a comment that, well, I hope he stays healthy, because a lot of people are saying, where you at now, Noah? I bet you somewhere pooping in your pants. I bet you scared to death. He just ran a time that is best than your personal best. This is the argument me and wifey was having. Mr. Beer, I think Kishane Thompson is going to be the big upsetter at the Olympics. She said Noah is tried and proven. He has more experience. He's been winning international and national races. He's performed in front of a big stage. We don't know anything about Kishane. He'd probably go up there and get stage fright, seeing 50,000 people inside of a stadium, hearing the roar. You know, Usain Bolt said it. Usain said anybody can run fast time in practice, but when it comes to these big competitions, have you ever been the focus of attention in the middle of one of these big stadiums and everybody roars at the same time? You know, it move your heart and put your heart up in your mouth. So you have to be able to quiet those nerves, to steady yourself, to zone out, and to go into your own zone and win a race, right? And win a race at world record level. Not everybody can do it. A lot of people, Asafa Powell, Johan Blake, a lot of people are powerful and can run fast at other times. But when the spotlight hits them, and I said, you know, so you have a point still. But Kishane ran a time that Noah has never ran. That right there made me think that Kishane, him not frightened and afraid of people, him not frightened and afraid of crowd. He's not into all the excitement. The man come out and execute and disappear. So he's probably going to bring the same oomph to the Olympics, right? Trouble dead. So a lot of people been teasing Noah and saying, we got one for you, boy. Watch when Olympics come. Watch when Olympics come. I bet say you can't beat Kishane. So Noah responded by saying, okay. I hope he stays healthy. I hope he stays healthy so I can run with him at the Olympics. Me don't know where the animosity come from. So he sought to clarify that, because somebody twisted his words and said, I hope he stays injured. But that's not what Noah said. He said, I hope he stays healthy. Now, Janelle Brumfield, a member of the Jamaicans track and field team heading to the 2024 Paris Olympics in France, she started to address social media users on X, which used to be Twitter, before her account could no longer be found on the platform. I don't know if she took off her account, shut it down, whatever. She's probably in that zone where her and Noah are talking and they're like, listen, this is distraction, right? If you can't handle it, shut it down and then come back after. It's training time now, running time now, focus time now. So some users defended Janelle, with one person saying, wait, why did I wake up to people bashing and saying nasty things about Janelle? Pillow talk is normal between couples, right? Somebody, and then they said, anybody y'all should have some smoke with is Noah for repeating what his woman told him outside of the damn bedroom to the public. Janelle just happens to be collateral damage in all of this, right? What is your take on this? And before Unago say, oh, him just find one Jamaican girl and the Jamaican girl, blah, blah, blah. Janelle is in her own right. Let me tell y'all who Noah Lyles' girlfriend is. Him didn't just go pick up any Jamaican girl. Remember I told y'all before that I like him? I like him because I saw a lot of nasty comments about Janelle, about her complexion. Lord, she blocks off. Him couldn't get one. Somebody said him couldn't get a browning or a red girl. And next person said him couldn't get a dolly. That's one of the comments that got me. Him couldn't get a dolly. And that him go pick up, Jamaica have better looking woman than that. Those kind of comments, right? So when I went and I looked for her background, I was like, okay, he's probably into her because of how she treats him and how their chemistry is together. You know what I mean? Like developing a true relationship as opposed to looking for some girl where you can say, oh, I got this pretty red girl from Jamaica. I don't know pretty versus dark. Like if you're dark, you can't be pretty, and you have to be high color red or something to be pretty. That same old slave mentality there in a lot of our people still. But it was playing out on social media. So I had to come to our defense a little bit. But it made me like Noah even more. Because honestly speaking, woman kind of dash way at Jamaica still. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard to get a woman in Jamaica. And I'm not saying nothing bad about Jamaican women. I'm just saying it ain't hard. Especially, listen, Dirty Foot boy, me and wife there at Jamaica the other day. And we actually was watching people because somebody said that this is a requirement. When you wear the slippers, the foot heel must hang off of the slippers back and it must crack up, or it must dirty because the foot heel are brushed on the ground. A comedian made a joke about it and said, the foot heel brushed on the ground, this is how it keeps them grounded. So they might harness some kind of energy from the ground, right? So I started looking, and I said, babe, you know, so it look like a true, because the dirty foot heel where I hang off at the back of the slippers. So I'm sitting at this one business place while her wifey and Auntie Cutie went inside to shop. And me not do nothing, I listen music and I watch people a pass, you know, and I'm counting feet. And the man them a come by with them slippers. And every man that came by, every boy picnic, every youth, every male that came by with a pair of slippers, the slippers actually did not fit their feet. So I was like, when did it become fashionable to buy a pair of slippers or shoes that don't actually fit your feet and then make half of your foot hang off out of the outside eye? This is not fashion, but this is us. So you see, you have to stay with Jamaican culture to know what going on, you know. That's why I tell someone who they are foreign too long, reconnect, else you'll be lost in the sauce. But I'm here to give it to you. Some of the day I watch the foot them on me, I say, yo, everybody foot heel, dirty. You know what I mean? Everybody foot back, the man them foot back hang off of the slippers. Like, so in saying all that now, the man them foot back hang off of the slippers, like say, you know, and them man there, pants hang off of them body, shoes, foot hang off of them slippers back. Them not have nothing going for themselves, really. Them a get girls and them a get pretty girls. So it wouldn't be nothing for Noah, who is a US world champion, known worldwide famous, millionaire status, etc., for go to Jamaica and pull a couple girls, especially the type that they call dollies today. So who him choose now, according to a lot of people, she don't know Dolly. But some people are under the impression that she's just some girl where, you know, she a Jamaican and now I go pick her up. So she's riding on his coattail, so to speak. Now, I have to clear that up because I feel a bit offended for the sister. See? So for those who don't know, I want them to know now who Janelle is. With all the excitement surrounding track and field newest golden child, people have naturally been curious about who Noah Lyles' girlfriend is. I'm just going to rip the band-aid off of this real fast. Bear with me. He's taken, right? He is in a committed relationship with Janelle, and they've been so for a while. Funny enough, though, but not surprising at all, he's dating another track star. Apparently, he dated other track stars before. But this track star is none other than Janelle Brumfield from Jamaica. The athletic power couple has been turning heads both on and off the track, both in track and field world and in other worlds, in the fashion industry as well, with their relationship blossoming into a notable fixture in the world of athletics. Brumfield, Janelle, she is a 25-year-old Jamaican sprinter specializing in the 4x400 relay. She has an impressive athletic resume of her own. She clinched a bronze medal at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics in the 4x400 event, showcasing her prowess on the global stage. But wait, because her accolades don't stop there. Brumfield also snagged gold in the 2022 World Indoor Championships in Belgrade, and she also snagged silver at both the 2022 World Athletic Championships in Oregon and the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. So, if anybody is wondering who Janelle Brumfield is, Noah Lyles' woman is, she's not just some regular girl who just him go Jamaica go pick up her meet or a foreign, like people been saying. I've seen some of the comments, oh, them must be meeting at school over foreign. She live a foreign, but she a Jamaican. She is obviously a dominant athlete, not just a regular athlete, a dominant athlete, a professional athlete that represents Jamaica. That kind of make the pillow talking, it kind of make people even more offended now, because she is actually an insider who has inside information, and some Jamaicans are vexed that she's sharing inside information with her outside man or her man who is considered to be an outsider because he's not one of us, as in he is not Jamaican, right? He is the enemy. The couple's journey began 6 years ago when they first met, but it wasn't until 2022 that their relationship officially took off. Now, after performance at the 2023 World Athletics Championship, he took the plunge and he asked Janelle to be his solely and wholly, right? Let's get locked in, be a team. What drew these two speedsters together? Well, for Brumfield, it was Noah Lyles' refreshing honesty that caught her attention. She appreciates his straightforward nature, the way he is. He doesn't really sugarcoat anything or hide anything. Some people say him chat too much. Some people say, I know, so him should I say it, him should I say it the next way. She's saying that is his character, and she likes that about him. Finding it a rare and valuable trait in a person. Because most people around you try to sugarcoat stuff or lie to you about this or lie about that. She says she loved that about Noah, that him just straightforward with everything. Lyles, on the other hand, says he was captivated by her strength of her character and the potential that he saw in having a future with her. Rotted. Oh, so I don't know big body, I don't know tight pum pum, I don't know good head. I don't it is the content of her character and the possibilities of what he sees in a future with her. Their relationship hasn't been without any hurdles, though. You know, Brumfield initially had reservations about getting involved with Noah Lyles. She was worried that his larger-than-life persona might overshadow her own identity, which, to some degree, it has. However, Noah Lyles' determination and genuine affection eventually won her over. He was persistent, and the persistency worked. The couple isn't shy, though, about their love on social media, often posting pictures and videos together. Actually, they recently celebrated their anniversary on Instagram, giving fans a glimpse into their life off the track. And a beautiful life it is, and I'm happy for both of them. So they share their passionate pictures and their beautiful pictures and their passion for athletics, and undoubtedly that has been a bonding factor for them. You know, some woman like man with big broad chest and chisel up body and rough tough six pack, and him spend 6 days a week in at the gym, and him only eat salads and steak and these kind of things and drink whole heap of protein shake, but that not fit in a your thing, but you want a man like that. That's a common ground in a lot of relationships. You know what I'm saying? One woman said to me, say, SouFLo, you have to remember, you know, small waist and big broad back. Yes, that's what gets the women. That's what is attractive to us. You know me already. So when she said that, me go look for PR picture them to see who me see saying this. Well, it was a video where they were talking about, I was talking about losing weight, getting in shape and all these things, and talking about my son, who is man size, 6'3" tall, size 16 shoes, these things. And she has say, you know, if everybody no look like athletic and these kind of things. It's small waist and big broad shoulders and chisel chest and chisel up stomach. So I'm gonna look for her thing now. Me say she look like a lineman. She look like she was made for football, right? And me not talk about chisel up nothing. You know, it's just a big dumpling. But she, in her mind, must remind me that it's small waist and big broad back and chisel up body is what really does it. So yeah, sometimes we reach far for stuff that is way out of our league, and you know, our reality is skewed. But that's how it is for a lot of sisters. A bit delusional, but hey, reach for the stars, baby girl. You might catch them. Now, big up to Janelle, because Janelle in her own right. And now that you know that, you can watch out for the Olympics because she earned her right to the Olympics to go defend Jamaica at the Olympics that's coming up shortly, right? So she is a top tier athlete that's dating another top tier athlete. How me feel about it? Me not say too much more because we're going to roll on to our next topic. But I feel like, say, let me put this in perspective now. If you say that pillow talk doesn't happen, you're a hypocrite, you're a liar, you're wicked to rotten. Cause check it. You and your spouse lay down in a bed. You chat everybody business. Babe, you know, say, Teresa, yeah, a poor man she have. Yeah, work with her. I can tell you this. Yeah, as her husband drop her off at work, but 1 hour later, one boy always pull up in a one blue beamer. And she go out there, go sit down in the car. She dep on the clock, you know. And she go out there, go sit down in the car with him, the car, well tint up. Me see the car, rock out the door. More time. You talk people business too, right? With your significant other. You don't expect your significant other, though, to tell what you have told them. And I don't think Noah told in details anything that Janelle has told him, right? He just said that he is privy to information that other people might not know about or don't have. He said, matter of fact, you know, you got to remember that my girl, Janelle, she trains with Sherika Jackson. Matter of fact, that Sherika is weave lady or her wig lady. She just got her wigs in for the Olympics. So they're close. They train together and they chill after training together. So they have a relationship outside of even track and field. That's all he said. I don't see where he should become an enemy, or we should hold anything against Janelle because him never give with the details. Him never give with the schweppes. Him never tell we when Janelle really tell him say who asleep with who do this and who do that. Who is injured but is trying to run injured, and you're gonna see later on say who depend contract but them contract no good. Who did he didn't give us no juicy beef inside details to what wifey told him. So I don't think we should hold nothing against any of them. You see Noah Lyles' character, right? You see him character. Is a man with chat enough. Not true? Is a, and on don't like him already. What's his Olympic year? And we have to start in our minds making him the enemy because we can't root for them and root for ourselves at the same time. So it's going to come off bad. Hear me, I say. Noah good to go, man. In my book, he's good to go. And I can't tell Janelle, don't tell him nothing else because she's going to continue to tell him. And that's how it goes. Two people where share the same bed at night time, you know. Them the worst two people for try. Those are the worst two people to try to come in between, you know. Because one time you take side already and start blame so and so, them don't kiss and make up and ride and feel good about themselves, roll over and tired and start chat you. You know what I mean? So I'm going to leave them alone. I'm going to leave them alone. I wish no one nothing but the best at the Olympics. But let me put that out there right now that I believe that Thompson is going to beat Noah Lyles. And he's going to be the big upset and a big surprise for us at the Olympics. Mark my word. Remember I said this. And if we come back and he don't, then he don't. But I'm convinced that he is going to. Jamaica is taking gold in the 100 meters at the Olympics. If he stays healthy right up to Olympics and run like he's been running, he's going to beat Noah Lyles at the Olympics for sure. All right, the best athletes will always win, BM says. Reggae Girl says, what secret in sports more than training and coaching? Ego. You know, there are other things. There are certain methods that are used. Now, I don't know if Janelle tell, there are certain methods that are used in certain camps that other camps don't know about. This is the reason why you will see an athlete leave a certain camp plagued with injuries. Can't, I mean, I'll call out no name, but y'all can guess. Plagued with injuries, can't get their injuries back under control, sidelined, right? If they were in that certain camp. So there are secrets to the trade. There are secrets to the trade that could be told. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, the boss.
My dad, I know King, what going?
Right, alright, just a check in, you know.
Yeah, man, bright and early.
We talk about the track and field topic thing, you see me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, brother, as always, you can't please Jamaicans still, you know, you see?
He's the enemy.
Yo, and them same one in a, yo, the same mouth we have bashed now, you know. And them same one did jump on Noah's side when Noah said something not concern Jamaica. Remember when Noah said how I talk about the basketball champion?
Yeah, and him said world champion what?
What that? Championship for what? The Jamaican, yes man. Why me rate Noah, you know, man, no business when him say I only know you know. You see me? Time now see nothing about Jamaica.
Right.
American thing, you see?
Yeah.
And now they want to look at shows like him come out and say something. Him not going on the details and they're ready for tear him up.
Ready to crucify him.
But then if you understand, say still, regardless if you even get inside information, it's too late for him to change up in a training schedule.
Right. Yeah.
Understand me? I say because.
But a 5 years, brother. No. A 5 years, you know. A 5 years gone, you know. A 5 years gone, you know. So who's to say that he wasn't getting stuff that was implemented over the years?
Since here, he get inside information.
Yeah, man. 5 years since he get inside information.
Well, even if I get inside information, brother, it not work for him. Hey. The man still around faster time than him. See,
all right, so.
Yo, people, them think too deep into things sometimes, hombre.
Yeah.
You understand? And them too easily offended. Like, them just easy to jump bandwagon, isn't it?
So what I said, them shouldn't hold nothing against Janelle.
Them shouldn't hold nothing against him. And them see him when I said, why? No, me love no I even more to him do the interview with Asa, him and Janelle do the interview with Asaf and them get more insight on the relationship. And him actually still chose Janelle. Not because of physical attraction, but the character. You see
yes, yes. The content of our character.
Them really rate no one. To him rock the Jamaican shirt. And the same people them want to tear up and now because him reveal like, you understand me? I say?
Yeah, back and belly rocking up.
Yeah, man.
I saw it
sleep. Because, brother, talking from a track and field runner experience. I'm used to the tracks in high school, but I used to play with injuries.
See it.
Me compete. Gabriel King was my teammate.
See it.
And I was as good as him, but me did play with injury, brother. You see me? What other people don't know, it even if you get training schedule and training program, and if you take 1 and 2 out of that, it now go complement what him do from theme coach because a different program, hombre.
Same.
Kitchen body different from theme body, so the training with kitchen would get
true.
Level,
yes.
This do the work for Noah.
True.
A different body structure, isn't it?
Right. They are talking about individualized training. Yeah. True.
When Mr. Kitchen on my own is raw power.
Yeah.
You see me, brother?
Yeah.
I'm excited upon the winning thing. Why? If you let go everything on the track at 9, 6, 9, me I look for you.
And coach them can do it, you know. And you see who I'm coach to, you know.
Oh gosh.
All right.
The best in the world.
All right. Now hear me I said to you. Hold on, hear me I said to you. Question of the day. Do you think that when Olympics come, you think Kishane gonna run left now?
I mean, it's not close still, but he might go win, is it?
If you have to put $1 on it, no, say it's either Kishane or Noah take the goal in the finals of the 100-meter Olympics. Who you put $1 on?
Kishane, me put me down.
All right, sir.
Noah. Nobody, me give it to Noah. Noah, nobody the 200 feet. Like, there's no
that's what I said too. Exactly.
There's no question on that.
Exactly.
When it comes to the 100, brother, Kisien is right. The way that man run that 977, hombre, is a 96 man. You look at him.
Facts.
If him stay healthy and run 100%, any man say trying to advise him to run 60 to 80%, brother.
And him clock that.
Him is a man, him don't know how to conserve because him never do runs before. Like all of this, most of this new to him. Him just learn, like him used to go out and just run everything, isn't it?
Right.
So him trying to listen what the coach say and not put out 100% and still runs 977 is a 96 man that.
Yeah, facts.
And me feel like it's possible him can break you see the record, but not this year. Not this year. You see when you come around to the
young enough.
No Olympic or no world champion, like for the circuit. So them got diamond, you see how like next year, you can look for him go close or even broke the record next year, hombre.
Believe no man.
Healthy.
Believe no man. Me believe in you hear why. Him young enough. You know, say a lot of people don't know this to him look like an old man. I don't know if the whole heap of facial hair and the way I have him here and stuff, and because I'm so big and muscular, him look like a more mature guy. But he's only 23 years old. He's young. He's super young. See? And
as me mentioned some earlier with the whole competition thing, you can be doing good on the circuit, but when it comes to them big event, brother, you are running your heart in your mouth. You take everything out of your knee.
I tell you.
That's been reaching Asaf over the years.
Yeah.
The nerves, brother. You see the nerves.
Asaf, I got cuss with them myself.
No, man. No, bashing against Asaf, but it's just facts.
I saw me feel too. Yeah, I saw me feel. Because we watch it happen.
Remember, people used to criticize Asaf and I say just money run final because when it comes to the Diamond League and the circuit, nothing better than Asaf final you.
Yeah. And then
when the pressure turn up at the Olympic and the World Championship, he's nowhere to be found, is it?
Right.
Man, Asaf run left for the whole season. I run left Asaf in the final.
True, man. True.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. True.
So the nerve is a hell of a thing. No, is a man where him hype up and him confident with himself. Me like that. Kisien is a man now, him laid back, but him also confident with himself. Him know when he can do so.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah. He's a man who like not really feeling like that. Like, okay, it is what it is. Let's move on.
Let's go out there and do it and get it over. Yeah.
And the fact that him really hold front to that standard where him care if him listen or not listen to front, him care about that thing. Like him really look up to front of them with it, isn't it?
Yes.
So
Frano is the coach for those of you who don't know.
Man. We have a gold medal. But just a prayer so you can stay healthy right through the season.
Stay healthy and go out there and go him 100 and then let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah, man. But the people have to leave now alone. No part of the right now. You
see.
Yeah, man. No, it's an art to me. That's Jamaican, you see?
Yeah. It's an honorary member now.
No, man. Just accept the fact that the man don't chat enough and that's it, you see?
You see.
You can't get it all time. Like, I just saw him stay.
See it.
Yeah, man. People think, you know what, break, man, and stop follow up certain things. So they're too petty, man.
See it.
Yeah, man. Go have better yourself.
Manners and respect, my brother. All right. So that is one. Hey, the comment section is ringing. Reggae Girl says, what secret in sports more than training and coaching ego? Audrey Wright says, wait till them broke up. Everybody business are going to dip on front street. Wait for them broke up for? The people them half a decade plus in already. 6 years in already, you know. Not know about wait till them broke up nothing. Freedom Earners says, up and blessings to everyone. Crystal G says, she not getting no more info. They're going to give her the cold shoulder from now on. Rotted. You think they're going to treat her differently? No. That they know that she been telling him stuff? Reggae Girl says, not so quick, so flow. And Audrey Wright says, when we let you in our yard, it come with the expectation. So what happened in the yard? Stay a yard. Turn right in the yard. All right. Veronica Gale says, same so Audrey. Crystal G said, when you come here, what you see here, leave it or don't come back here. Principles. See it there? That's how I go still. Anyway, we're moving right along, right? To the next which next one should we do next? So we got the Noah Lyles something out of the way. We now know fully who Janelle Brumfield is. We will be cheering for you, Janelle. We will be looking out for you representing us at the Olympics because you're a big, bad athlete yourself in your own right with your own accolades and stuff to your name. And we look forward to seeing you medal on that podium with that Jamaican uniform on at the Olympics as well. The business, if you tell Noah the whole our business, just tell Noah to hold it down. Hold it down. Because people are offended that you're telling your man things, even though everybody tell them man or them woman things. See? We know fully who know where the address said. We know fully who Noah is as well. All right. Jamaica Gleaner. Nothing of evidential value. You know what? Let's celebrate and big up a woman and talk some things at the same time. See? We go into this part right here, and this part right here is about this judge. Now, this judge is about to achieve great things. Yes, first woman to do this, first woman to do that, and the other. But we are talking about also in the midst of it all, the Vybz Kartel appeal decision that we're still waiting for because we was hoping to have a hot summer when him touch a road and these kind of things. John, dancehall need a resurrection. Me not care what nobody wants to say. When Vybz Kartel first got locked up, right, he made a statement and he said dancehall is incarcerated. A lot of people said, how the you so full of yourself you would say dancehall is incarcerated. And I sat back and I looked at it from back then and I said, say it's true. Can't be a foolishness. I got touch a stage now, Because we now get no good music, no creative, nothing like everybody did. And look at what happened over the years. Dancehall over the last decade. Who can say honestly that dancehall over the last decade elevated? Who can say that? Dancehall music elevated over the last decade or dancehall music took a nosedive over the last decade? Most people will say dancehall music took a nosedive over the last decade. The lack of creativity. Everybody sounding alike. Only singing about one damn topic. So on and so forth. Right? Every new artist will come out is a gunman. Every new artist will come out is a scammer. In a choppy line, in a bangy phone, in a bangy line, in a fuck y'all hard, wood in a mouth. That's it. There's nothing else more to it. Right? Where's the artists them that have a song for every occasion? Where are the artists that sound different from everybody else? Big up to the massacre them and big up to, there are some artists out there where when you hear them, it is them. And that's one of the reasons why I actually like Skilly Bang, because even though Skilly Bang, I say, I say, what? He couldn't put two words in that. That don't make no sense. That's about a theme thing that. He wasn't afraid to be different from the rest, to sound different from the rest, to carve out your own sound and believe in it, right? Remember, me a big man, I come from an era which part, me a little picnic them time there still, but remember Tiger, I only remember all the other artists them, who used to say, who used to say that? Them artists, they would have laughed after you today if you ever come out and try to do something like that. Because they want to sound like everybody else. I think a Major Mackerel, right? Major Mackerel used to say, and Tiger with it down, down. Now I'm gonna go, now I'm gonna belly. Them kind of sitting there. Everybody sounded different. Nowadays, everybody sound alike. Me don't know who is who. Me just put in that Major Mackerel. Not true? See the sexy, great goodies? Now feeling the whole of we in the same age group, but nobody not talk. Everybody is like, oh, I'm like 10 years younger than that. Yeah, I'm going to be 35 for the next 30 years anyway, so don't watch me. That's my age. Every time you hear me say it's my birthday, just say happy 35th birthday, SouFLo, because that's where I'm at. All right? Marvin McDonald Bishop, tipped to be the new president of the Court of Appeal. Marvin McDonald Bishop has been tipped now to be the new president of the Court of Appeal. Marvin McDonald Bishop is also the lead judge of the three-judge panel in the Vybz Kartel appeal trial case. Rather, not trial, case, hearing, because trial already take place. So shout out to Nationwide, shout out to J Radio TV, shout out to Loop, Star, Gleaner, all of them carry it. But I took this one today from Nationwide Radio JM. And it says that Nationwide News understands that Justice Marva McDonald Bishop is to be the new president of the Court of Appeals, high ranking. Her appointment will make her the first woman in history to be head of the Court of Appeals. Kind of like how Paula Llewellyn was the first woman to hold her position, head of the DPP, Department of Public Prosecution. Kind of like how Portia Simpson was Jamaica's first female prime minister and the only one since. Kind of like that. So she had taken on a big role, is a huge promotion, and she's creating history in our genre. Her appointment will make her the first woman to head the Court of Appeal. The court's current president is Patrick Brooks, and Patrick Brooks is retiring Wednesday, July 17th, which is today. Mr. Brooks is stepping down and will be going on about his business. The court will sit Wednesday morning in a special session to honor Justice Brooks for his years of service, of course, and sending him off. McDonald Bishop was appointed an appeal court judge back in 2015 is when she first got called to be an appeal court judge. Now, this makes her one of the longest serving judges on the current court. Don't quote me on this. I believe somewhere in my study that they are actually picked by the Governor General. I think they are suggested by the Prime Minister and picked by the Governor General, something like that in there, but it all goes to the UK for approval through the Governor General or something like that. So it's a huge deal how they get to that position. Somebody has say a foolishness, say a talk, and that's how it go. That's why I said don't quote me on that part, but I'm pretty sure it goes something like that. Anyhow, this makes her one of the longest serving judges on the current court. Stella Gray Passmore says, I hope this is Stella Gray Passmore. Stella Gray Passmore is right where I'm at with this. I hope this is not a payoff for keeping Kartel in jail. Let's pay attention. We'll see. And we sure as hell will see when, remember me telling you, I said this was June 18th when this same woman said, we can't make a decision right now, even though they told us that they would. We can't make a decision right now. This is too complicated. But you will know by the end of July. This is what she said on June 18th. You will know by the end of July what it's going to be. Will there be a retrial? Will we do away with the case, etc., etc.? And I said to this audience here, them are going to drag this all the way to the last day of July. That was June 18th. Today is July 17th. We still not hear nothing from them about is it going to be a retrial or nothing, but we hear about promotion and retirement. You hear? All right. Mark my words and watch my words come to fruition. Now, Justice McDonald Bishop previously served as a seat. Details that I pay attention to. This makes her one of the longest serving judges on the court, in the current court. Watch this. Justice McDonald Bishop, because people work them way up through the ranks. Valerie Nita Robertson said, Jamaica is small. And, you know, everybody, basically what she said I got from that is everybody have them cliques and crews inside of the profession. So there will be those who are alumni, those who served under certain people that have an allegiance to that person. They can call in a favor, that kind of stuff. So a lot of the times it's not necessarily about law that they're dealing with. It's more like a favor to a friend kind of thing, which is a dangerous way to do it, but that's how the thing run. Now, Justice McDonald Bishop, with this big promotion now to become the head of the appeals court, she previously served as a senior prosecutor, which is a lawyer, in the office of the Director of Public Prosecution, before her elevation to the Supreme Court. If you check the timestamp, when Paula Llewellyn took that position, you will see that this judge worked under Paula Llewellyn before, and Paula Llewellyn was once her boss. Remember when time Vybz Kartel case was going on, the original case? A lot of people them like fight about information. Paula Llewellyn was not the lead prosecutor on that case. I don't know why a lot of people think that Paula was the lead prosecutor on the Vybz Kartel murder trial when it first went down. She was not. She wasn't even one of them. She is the head, or was the head, of the Department of Public Prosecution, which has many lawyers that work for the Department of Public Prosecution under her. So she had a big boss up at the top. She clearly said in an interview that a lot of people missed. She used to stop by in court to give her lawyers moral support because the case was a highly publicized case. There was a lot of publicity and a lot of drama surrounding the case, and it could be overwhelming for an attorney fighting their way through it. So she used to go in a court and make her presence there for moral support. Some people say it was for intimidation. It wasn't for no moral support because the lawyer them supposed to can handle that themselves. But some people said, nah, she went in there because she have ties with the judge and she have ties with other people in there. So she went and showed her face to make sure the verdict came out the way she wanted it to come out, kind of thing. Was it so? I don't know. I know what she said. She said she went there for moral support for her attorneys. Now, Justice McDonald, who now is going to be the head of the appeal court, used to work under Paula Llewellyn. You want to do the maths? Do the maths. Used to work under Paula Llewellyn. Nationwide sources says that Prime Minister Andrew Holness had recommended to the governor Sita. I didn't even read this before. Prime Minister, I'm telling you, I saw it go. I think the Prime Minister must recommend them to the Governor General and it goes to England or something like that for approval and blah, blah, blah. So nationwide sources says the Prime Minister Andrew Holness has recommended to the Governor General that McDonald Bishop should assume the leadership of the Court of Appeals following consultation with opposition leader Mark Golding. So the leaders of both parties came together and said this is who it should be. I guess they're trying to give it a balanced view. Justice McDonald Bishop was the subject of much public attention recently when she presided over the appeal hearing to determine whether dancehall star Vybz Kartel and his co-accused should again stand trial for the murder of Clive Lizard Williams, or whatever else the outcome may be. Will they be released on bail while there's a trial pending, which could take years to put together, or will they be released and the system says, listen, we got 13 years out of you. You know, the Privy Council, highest courts overturned your verdict. We're going to cut it right here and we won't pursue this any further. What's it going to be? We don't know yet. But a few things bother me. One is this big promotion, and I'm looking at it like other people are. I wonder if this big promotion is our payoff. Because, and somebody might say, well, why would they have to give her a big promotion to make that decision? Because she could see the right thing to do, but not do the right thing. Just like how Paula Llewellyn, when the judge asked her, because she is the head of the DPP, and she, even though she wasn't on the case as a prosecutor, in the law, it says she could be called into the judge's chambers and be asked about. So when the judge called her in there and asked her, so what do you think we should do? Because, you know, we know now that there's somebody here who has tainted the jury pool. She knew the right thing to do, but she didn't do the right thing. She went and did the wrong thing. And she said she ready to pay the consequences for doing the wrong thing, but proceed with the wrong thing. I'm gonna write it out, and wherever it crash and burn, I just said crash and burn. Not her exact words, mine, but that's what I got from it. Pretty much the attitude that she paid towards it. So she knew the right thing and the wrong thing, and she did the wrong thing purposely. So just like that in this case, this Justice McDonald Bishop could know the right thing to do, but somebody pull her coattail to do the wrong thing, and she's saying, you know what? This is a sacrifice on the other end, because this still is going to crash and burn no matter how long it takes. And it's going to be an embarrassment for me at the end of the day, just like it was an embarrassment for Paula Llewellyn and the DPP when it got all the way to the Privy Council. It took years for that embarrassment to be uncovered, but it was uncovered and it is embarrassing. I don't want that to be a part of my legacy. So in order for y'all to get me to do that, because I know that me did I go do, give me this position here. Let me ride high for a minute, and I will do due diligence and give you what you want. Give me this, me give you that. Could very well be that. Now I know we're on the outside looking in, and I don't want anybody, let me clarify, I don't want anybody walk away saying, SouFLo have inside information, you know, and him tell we say, I'm not that guy, okay? I'm not the guy. I'm not that guy. I'm telling you that this is me looking at this thing from angles others might not be looking at it from, knowing how Jamaica runs, how Jamaica corrupt system run, knowing that it's about brotherhood, sisterhood within the inside thing, and who you rub elbows with and who you forgive favors to, and that this, the timing of her retirement timing of the person who is above her, the other guy who sits at the top, and the fact that she actually worked under Paula Llewellyn before, as Paula as her boss before. Right. Now she is at a higher court, and she's about to be the head of that higher court. Yeah. I can see something cooking up, but I hope it's not that's gonna happen. You know? Reggae Girl says, "Oh, don't worry about a thing, cause everything is watching overseas from overseas. Remember, Privy Council is looking. Privy Council is looking. But the thing about it is they will squeeze every bit out of this, and it can take years. So although Privy Council is looking, it would take years to even get back to Privy Council again. You know what I mean? Unless Privy Council steps in and says, hey, it's too much going on here. Like, none of this is okay. Unless they do that. And I don't know if the law provides for them to do that. I'm not a student of the law like that. I'm no Isaac Buchanan. Big up to Isaac Buchanan, any which part him there. I am not no Isaac Buchanan, so I don't know the intricacies of how this would work, right? But me know say it would have take time. I hope that's not what they're doing. Karen Notice says she has the same mentality as Paula. Let's wait and see. Veronica Gale says Paula worked there for so long. Everybody work under her. Yes. Kaz Robinson says, I want to hear about DPP position because you know them sneaky. She was not the first choice. Somebody said, Veronica Gale says she was not the first choice. I don't know. It says the Prime Minister Andrew Holness recommended for the Governor General to choose her, along with Mark Golding to choose her. So I don't know who them did choose before. Now, the person who is sitting in at DPP level right now, where Paula Llewellyn just left, and mind you, the Jamaican news media and the system itself says Paula is not gone per se, right? It's like she has taken a leave of absence while they work out the legality of it. They're appealing, trying to get her back into that position again. So the person who is there, they're viewing her as a temporary. They're not even say, okay, Paula, done with it. Go and go retire. You served enough years. We're giving this position to this person. Now you can get her up to speed on how things are run, what is going on, etc. You can even work alongside her for a minute, just to make sure that she's bolstered in her position. And then you can take off on your retirement. No, them say Paula is chilling on the sideline. She is on leave, so to speak. And this person is temporary. So nothing will change, really. So does Paula Llewellyn still have a hand in what's going on? Absolutely, of course, sure as hell she does. She does. And we all know what her goal is in all of this already, right? Let me cut this one short by saying this. Justice McDonald Bishop, may I talk now like me I talk to Justice McDonald Bishop. Justice McDonald Bishop, you have the opportunity here, right, to restore some citizens' faith in the justice system. You have the opportunity here to take shame out of the eye of the system, because right now everybody feel like we saw clearly. Even people who were rooting for Vybz Kartel to be locked up, a lot of them have changed their minds after Privy Council did what they did so transparently for everybody to see, and everything that followed after. So it's shameful, and you have the opportunity now to make amends. You have the opportunity now to show us that it won't always be the same. You know what I mean? You are here, you are in this position, you are that bright legal mind, and you truly are for the people. If you don't do the right thing, for whatever reason, please understand that it was expected of you to not do the right thing. And that is how little faith a lot of Jamaican people have. You know how, Miss Lady, you know how like y'all keep saying the people them need to work with the police and more crimes will be solved? And I keep on telling you that the people, the majority of Jamaican people, do not trust our own police. I come and say big up to the Jamaican police them all the time. But majority of us people don't trust the same police. Well, it's the same feeling towards people in your position. Those of you in that judiciary, those of you in the inside of the system, we not trust on neither, right? So where do we go from here? If we want a better tomorrow, we're going to have to start to moving in a manner that garners the trust of the people. And if you can't garner the trust of the people, then expect Jamaica to run just like how it's running, or even worse in years to come, because the people will never trust UNO, and y'all will always be predictable. If you sink this ship, just know that almost everybody knew that you were going to do it. That should tell you something. If you make a different decision, then a lot of people are going to be surprised. And that surprise should tell you something. They're not going to be surprised because it's surprising to see somebody at that level actually do the right thing. That's it. I'm just saying. So we're watching internationally. We're waiting. And my words are still coming to pass, ma'am. I told everybody that you and your other two judges are going to drag your feet as long as you can. Don't be surprised if you drag out the whole of July. We already know it's not about it takes so much time to make this decision because it's just so hard to make. We know it's not about that. We feel more like it's vindictiveness. That part. So we're watching and we're waiting, and the days are going by and time is ticking. Let's see what you're going to do. Let's see if you prove them wrong, or let's see if you do what we expected for you to do. Just another one of those that does what them do. All right. With that said, still, congratulations on your new position. Congratulations on creating history. I'm sure your parents, if they're alive, would be very proud. If you was my daughter, I would be very proud. You know, I don't want my daughter come shake body and skin out pum pum. I want her to be somebody like you. So I respect you in that manner. All right. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Blessed morning, SouFLo and the listeners.
Manners and respect, my brother. What's going on?
Yeah, SouFLo.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm only surprised if this got a retrial, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't surprise me.
I'm never tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
I just the losing when she said can't go past Friday.
And you go past Friday.
Go past Friday.
That me too.
You lose me right there, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But I just my 2 cents. Big up yourself, brother.
Manners and respect. Yeah. Truth to be told, she did lose me right there. But I'm a person that dig for information and seek for truth. But she did. I sat Buchanan added more to that though, which clarified why it went beyond. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Morning.
Yeah, you touch the Trump thing yet?
No, I'm about to right now.
All right. Good timing. Got me to wait till you finish after
Yeah.
thinking of it. We do your thing in a segment, you know.
Yeah, I'm about to right now.
Yes, all right. You want now? I want to tell you thanks. I appreciate the facts. I don't follow politics, I'm not in a line.
Saying.
So I appreciate the fact where you bring forward, where you say the proposal where Trump make. I talk about total immunity for police officers.
Total immunity for police officers from prosecution, which means, and he said, no matter what they do in the line of duty, they cannot be prosecuted for it. I say, who are going to vote for that?
You can't imagine that.
Can you imagine that?
The amount of pressure when we black men go through when we stop by cops and all, it never, thankfully, not what it never happened to me. But we have TV and we have internet and we see we're going right across America. You understand? Even the bad part of it, the extreme, we see people dead. And that, as we always say, if it happens to somebody, it can't happen to you.
Right.
Understand? So the pressure we under now, we don't have total immunity. You can't just imagine especially we're going through. We can't believe that people are alright with that.
Listen, police just killed a man yesterday. I believe it's in Wisconsin or one of them places. The people are out in the streets right now. It'll show up on the news pretty soon, or it's trending on social media right now. The same people that are out in the streets again, marching with their placards and saying hands off the black community and this, that, and the other, right? Now, these are the same people who are on social media saying, I'm going to vote for Trump. I don't know if it's because a stimulus check where them did I get during the pandemic, them I say when Trump was president or something, me did I get, or some me I get money. First of all, right, Trump was not a part of them getting any stimulus check. But okay, they think he was. Now, with that said, I'm watching these people march again, and I'm thinking I have no sympathy. I have no sympathy because you are voting for somebody who said clearly they will give the police complete immunity from prosecution, and now one has killed a member of your community. Remember what you're voting for. So if them come up and say, well, march till your friggin' feet fall off, he cannot be prosecuted, it's the law, what you expect?
And the reason why I have to call you and tell us, I appreciate that. I know you have your platform, and you have to protect your platform.
Yes,
but
sir.
Let's say you stand up and make this known to your followers, say, this is one.
Yeah.
Because I know enough of time you want to say certain things you can't say because you worry about your platform.
Absolutely.
You understand? So I appreciate it. Malcolm X and Martin Luther and them, and then they make a stand with me. I either still watch up the pattern right there.
Right, that's all.
You understand? So I appreciate that because I don't follow politics, but I know that. But I can't believe this. How can you give no person for hurt not to get total immunity? Because nobody not perfect.
Exactly.
Everybody to be prosecuted if they do a crime. How can you give somebody total immunity?
Exactly. Exactly. So I'm going to run through the crime stats in Jamaica, and then we're going to go on to the Trump something this morning.
Yeah, so I'm going to say one thing though. You notice what we worry about when the youth did fire the shot. You know what I mean? I pray and I hope say it's not what? It's not a black man.
But right, we went over that already because what could happen after, right? You're gone.
No, I hear you.
Yeah, but I said you were worried that you were hoping it wasn't a black man because of the repercussions.
Yes.
What could happen after, right?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, true. And it wasn't.
You talked about it already?
Yeah, man. We talked about it. You're not watch one. Like when somebody has said in our comment section, you're not watching, sir.
No, man, I watch everything, man. Remember, probably drop asleep another part there or something.
Yeah, probably something like that. But we talked about that already, man.
Okay. All
yes.
right. But even somebody else say you're biased. You hear reason you're not biased.
All right.
You know, one thing I want to speak somebody if you don't call and give you the reason why them have vote the chop. That's all I'm saying.
That's all me ask for.
Me don't like somebody. That's like what you say, you give your reason, you know.
And I want them to give me a reason that outweighs my reason.
I will not bash them. We don't
right.
Follow politics, but I like to hear why them have vote the chump. All right, sir. Look, come on.
Manners and respect, sir.
All
right. We're going to run down the crime statistics in Jamaica right now because we are Jamaicans living overseas, but we are very much in touch with Jamaica still, just to keep everybody abreast so you know what go on a yard, even if you're not dead. That is why we do what we do, right? Some people who do this, their audience is mainly Jamaica. My audience is mainly outside of Jamaica and outside of the Caribbean, but they're Caribbean people, none the same. See? So, check this out, right? 24 murders were recorded in Jamaica over a 7-day period. This is recent news. From July 6th to July 13th, 24 murders. From the 6th to the 13th, 24 murders. The latest serious crime statistics by the Jamaica Constabulary Force indicates the list, which is usually updated at the start of the week, shows that as at July 13th, the country recorded 626 murders. It was up to 602 by July 6th. And from the 6th to the 13th, another 24 was added. I think we're becoming desensitized seriously because these are numbers that should make everybody's eyes pop out and everybody be like, Jesus Christ, no man. But we take news like this now so relaxed. 24 people murdered in a 7-day period and we're like, yeah man, so what go on next? You know? This follows another week of bloodshed after the Hurricane Beryl, where 20 people were murdered between June 29th and July 6th. Wow. So the first 7 days, 20 people. And then the 7 days after that, we're going bad. We're going bad. The Category 4 storm swept across Jamaica on July 3rd. And according to the latest murder statistics, this category of crime, murders, has declined by 14% if you should compare last year to this year. Similar periods, 2023 compared to 2024. That's the part of the news that I'm not buying. That's the part of the news that I think they are lying. I think it's an election year and I think they are suppressing the numbers so that it fits the narrative. Since nobody know what I say it, me I go say it. Them suppress the numbers to fit the narrative. Because one thing we know about Jamaica is this. If Clarendon murder rate turned down, Westmoreland murder rate has skyrocketed. If Westmoreland murder rate turned down, Montego Bay, St. James murder rate has skyrocketed. The murders don't go away. The numbers don't go down. They just go to different parishes and different cities or different places in Jamaica. But again, it's an election year. And everybody must be saying the Jamaica Labour Party did so good in crime that crime has been reduced. Murders have been reduced by 14%. We know the political game that's being played. As of July 13th, they're saying that it's 103 homicides fewer than the previous year. The St. James Division recorded a triple murder last week, pushing up the total homicides in St. James alone to 78, leading all 19 police divisions. So St. James is the hottest in Jamaica. Westmoreland follows right behind that. In case you don't want to know the hot spot them, according to the Jamaica Constabulary Force, not according to me, Westmoreland is next with 59 murders committed so far. St. Andrew South is 52. St. Catherine North, 46. Kingston Eastern, 37. Round out the top 5 most murderous divisions in Jamaica. Across all the divisions, though, shooting has decreased by 1%. Injured persons decreased by 5%. Rape is down by 32%. Me not believe none of that. Robbery is down by 15%. I don't believe that either. And break-ins are down by 7%. The robbery, the rape, them, I just believe that people are not reporting as they normally would, especially where rape is concerned. I believe that people are not reporting as they normally would, right? Jamaica don't have a safe space where as far as rape is concerned, especially, and we talked about this before, especially where young men are concerned. The law in Jamaica says a boy cannot be raped. A man cannot be raped. That's the law. So how you gonna tell me that that's the law, but you have a law where say a section of people cannot be raped? So when them get raped, then them can't complain about getting raped because the law don't recognize them and log it in their books, their statistic numbers as rape increased because more rape are being reported, right? Just understanding how the thing works. But the headline, and you can go read this for yourself, shout out to the Jamaica Gleaner. This was just printed July 15th of 2024. Today is the 17th. This is 2 days ago. 44 murders were committed in a 14-day period. 44 in a 14-day period. 2 weeks. Murder down, play safe. It's okay. Go outside and enjoy yourself. I think not. I'm not trying to scare anybody because I'll be in Jamaica myself. And when I'm in Jamaica, I'll be all over the place myself, right? But this is what we have to live with. Let's put it that way. That's what we have to live with. Dorothy T says that part is troubling. Dorothy T says he's building his own SS army. Jamaica run red again, says Karen Notice. Karen, you know what's funny? Jamaica is never not running red. That's the thing. If we go back right now and stretch the record back a decade and look at how many murders have been committed over the past decade. You know, the other day somebody put the actual numbers up and I have to bring Vybz Kartel in it again. And the reason why I do is because when he was out, they said he was a menace to society and he was the one who was responsible for the murder rate spiking in Jamaica. He's been in prison 13 years now. If we go the whole 13 years, Jamaica has recorded over 17,000 murders. Now, I want to really think about this as Jamaican people, right? I'm not going to do no long speech this morning and talk about one time gone, how we used to live nice. And you know, people used to walk late at night time, and the only thing we used to afraid of are rolling calf down a country, or we used to afraid of dumpy a road, and them kind of something there, because life used to so sweet, and we used to look out for each other, and them kind of thing there. If man and man argue at some big stone fling or at the worst, over 17,000 Jamaicans have been murdered since Vybz Kartel them got convicted and have been incarcerated. Over 17,000. I want y'all to think about that number, you know, because this is not 17,000 yam stick in a yam hill. This is not 17,000 papa tree. This is not 17,000 pine tree chopped down. Banana tree blow away. This is 17,000 Jamaicans murdered. Our people. So when we say stuff like, in the next 20 years, there will probably be no real, authentic Jamaicans that come from the old school cloth left in Jamaica, and Jamaica will be populated by a new set of people. New people coming in from India and Russia and China and wherever else and taking up citizenship and reproducing, having them picnic on the island. Those are going to be the new people, the new future of Jamaica. Not us. Not us who cannot trace our roots back to nowhere. You know, me say all mankind comes from Africa, yes. Womb, cradle of civilization, yes. How long have your people been in Jamaica? My people them, if you look upon my face, if you look upon my features, if my people them not have no, me know which part my great-great-grandpeople them buried. Me know which part my grandpeople them buried, my great-grandpeople them buried. I know where my ancestors are at, their bones, their bodies are at. We not have no trace to go back in our family tree where somebody can say, yes, man, and so did come over from Ghana, you know, and then started. I'm not saying it's not there. I'm saying, because my mom told me one time that she said my grandfather people are Maroons from St. Thomas, right? But that's about it. Now, if that's the case, then that's the case. But being around them, speaking to them before they passed and all that, there's not one story of any connection to the continent of Africa directly. So that is to show you how long this bloodline, Timmy, has been deso in these Americas. Not people don't even know say Jamaica. When you know when we say me I go foreign because me I go America. Y'all don't know, a lot of Jamaicans don't know, geographically speaking, that the United States of America is one country on a continent that is called the Americas. So us Jamaicans are actually Americans as well, because Jamaica is situated on the continent that is the Americas. I'm just saying, the United States of America is a country on that continent. It is not the Americas. But when people say America, you think not continent, but the country. You know what I mean? Either way, here we are, looking at us murdering us like we don't care about us. We are going extinct and we don't even see it. And the top part about it is we are actually enjoying it. We are enjoying our own demise. Jamaica, we literally enjoy our own demise as we are going down. I did a video a long time ago where I said the takeover is not going to be one that you can see with your eyes, and it's not going to happen right in front of you right away, just like that, where you can say, hey, and pick it up and a teeth it. See him gone with it there. It's not going to be that kind of a takeover. It's a slow, gradual takeover that's happening to us. And soon we will be there no more. Your grandparents, them are dead out, right? Their parents been dead, right? And you are come next enough. We are going next enough. We gone, then who? Then who? Most of us scared to go back. And I won't say us because I go back. But a lot of Jamaicans living in other places afraid to go back to Jamaica because of stories like 44 murdered in the last 14 days. Them like, fuck no, I'm not going back there. Guess where their kids are being born? Overseas, in other people's country. So they will claim birthright to those other countries and not to Jamaica. The new people that's coming into Jamaica to open businesses because it is made easier for them to do so, and they have incentives to do so, and they've pooled their resources together too to do so. They will be the ones who will be Jamaica's future, not us. Not us. So these vloggings that we do, these videos, these pictures that we take, put on social media, into the web, which will preserve them forever. This is history being recorded and you witnessing it. Because God bless anyone of you when they're here 40 years from now. When you look back, it'll be a complete different picture than what you seeing now. Remember me telling us so. Yeah, man. So with that, we move into the last topic of the morning, Shouldn't be the last topic of the morning, but it is. The young lady who fight the people them for our phone. We can run through that one real quick. I forgot that was on the board. We are going a bit extended this morning. Nothing of evidential value found on Leon Issa cellular phone, the police says. Reggae Girl says, some big man love pray off the little boy them. So why you call that no rape? No, them not call it rape, my friend. Them call it booger. And booger actually implies that the person who is getting raped is consensual, a part of that. That's why they wanted the boogery laws removed from the books. But anyhow, moving right along, I knew this was going to happen. There are two Jamaicas. One set of laws for one set of people, one set of laws for another set of people. And if you don't believe it, take situations like these, for example. Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of crime, Fitz Bailey, says that there was nothing of evidential value on the phone belonging to the mother of the 9-year-old Gabriel King, who was killed in January of 2022. From way back then, this lady been fighting them to have them not go into her phone. Remember when I made a joke and I said, can we take serious thing, make joke more time? Not true? So remember when we made the joke and I say, I wonder if our side man send her some wood picture and them thing there and she don't want them see it because she's a married woman. I wonder if there are pictures in there of her honeyboo on the side or anything that could make her look bad in that manner, why she wouldn't want them to go into the phone. Because I couldn't understand how a child could be murdered so gruesomely and the mother is holding onto her phone like, nope, you can't go in on my phone. You know why you're going on my phone? You're violating my rights. And get attorneys and take them to court and fight them to not go into her phone. Most parents, the first thing they do is give up their phone. Yes, officer, here, anything that can help with finding out what happened to my child. So it was suspicious to me from the beginning. The part that got me was when I found out that the phone was always in the possession of law enforcement in Jamaica. Yeah, the phone, I know she did have the phone. And them have the phone. Them have the phone and sit down upon the phone. And I beg this woman permission to go into our phone where them have it in a them possession. Listen, I'm going to say this again, right? I'm watching First 48. And a brother murder his wife. Young girl. And it was a messed up case because it was a black dude and a white girl and they were in their 20s. He murdered his wife. Everything is on his phone. The police gets a hold of his phone. You know what the police said to him when he was sitting in the evidence in the interrogation room? The police officer said, by the way, just to let you know, we've already started pulling all the information off of your phone. And a lot of it is very incriminating. So I'll just let you know that before you start lying. So you can put your story in proper order. And then the police officer just look on him like this and wait. Them never need him permission to go in on the phone where them did have. But this is Jamaica for you, right? This is Jamaica for you. Just like the same thing in the Vybz Kartel case. Them have so much energy about cartel phone. Even though a police officer removed that phone from the evidence room, carry it go in yard, use it for personal use, bring it, come back, come put it back in the evidence room, the judge still took that phone and said, this is a credible piece of evidence. Use it. This woman, because she is of a different stature in Jamaica, y'all got my phone, but you can't go in there. And I'm not giving you permission to go in there. And if you go in there, I'm suing the pants off of you. Matter of fact, get my attorneys. We're going to court. And they did go to court. And them couldn't go in on the phone. Bailey was given an update on the results of the analysis, the contents of the phone, which was at the center of a lengthy legal battle between the mother and the police. The St. James Parish Court on November 18th of 2022 ruled that Amoy Leon Issa should surrender the device to the police to assist their investigation into her son's murder. Now, by the way, she was given ample time to do whatever she wanted to do with that phone. She was given ample time to contact whoever she could contact. Money talks and bullshit walk. If you have money, you can find a techie who can wipe out certain things, who can reconfigure and rearrange certain things for you. So by the time them going on your phone, or by the time you surrender that the phone there, or surrender the right for them to enter that phone, what they're looking for won't be there. I just feel like they gave her enough time to get away with whatever material was incriminating in the phone. But you see, true, me no want to accuse the lady of murdering her son. I'm going to say it like this again. Maybe she was having an extramarital affair and there was evidence in her phone. Yes, your wife can cheat on you, my guy. And yes, she can leave her phone open and you still won't find what's in the phone. Same thing for you, Miss Lady, for who's watching. So when time them talk about, I leave my phone open, you can go in it anytime you please. Me not even not touch that rotted. Because when time them save stuff in them phone, them know where to delete and then what to store under a locked folder and what to put over where. Places in that phone where you not even a think figure. What's stored under which app. Most phone you open them, you have 500 app. You don't have time to go through all of that. One of them app there have the answer to what, you know what I'm saying? It's too easy. So why bother yourself over something that you can't control and you can't fix? You know? So that's why I say in relationship, like me not search bag, me not search phone, me not whatever God want me to see, and we put it right as up. So to me can't even look for nothing else but it. Then I know it was meant for me to see. Other than that, I ain't worried. I ain't worried. But according to this, back to this, and PR phone, I think they gave her enough time to clean up what she clean up. You understand? Because of who she is or who she's associated with. Leon Issa filed a motion to the Supreme Court through her legal team challenging the order, citing her right to privacy. But the Supreme Court upheld the order following in chambers hearing on March 30th and April 26th of 2023 that said the police them got in at the phone. Leon Issa subsequently handed over the phone's access code for the phone to the police. She had the access code. They couldn't crack a code to get in at the phone. She subsequently handed over the access code following an order from the Supreme Court that she should grant that access by 4 p.m. that day. Why would you fight them all the way to the Supreme Court if there was nothing in your phone at all? However, on Tuesday afternoon, Bailey said that the phone was processed based on the directives of the court, and unfortunately, there was no evidential value found on the phone. Why must I say unfortunately for? Well, why is it unfortunately? You either find or you didn't find. We have our own views, but I will not impart that at this time, he added. Now, people, read between the lines, you know. She fought them for since 2022. We have our own views. He said, we have our own views, but I will not impart that at this time. Because if we get in a trouble, so I can't say when me I say, because me not in a theme position and me not have the strings attached that he has. So me can say it. We have our own views. She had ample time to do away with. Now you got to remember, right? This young man was autistic, severely autistic. He was on the spectrum where I believe he was nonverbal or barely verbal. I think it was nonverbal. And he required 24 hours care pretty much. Someone had to be around at all times. Now these babies are cute when they're small, but as they get older, you know, it could be a burden. And it was said that she got married, remarried or whatever, and this was like a damper on her new life kind of thing. Her multimillionaire husband wasn't feeling the vibe of having this child, that extra needs child that was cramping them style and them kind of thing. So, you know, it was figure out a way how to keep myself where I'm at, but get rid of what the problem is kind of thing. Gabriel King who was developmentally challenged, was reportedly abducted from his mother on January 13th of 2022 along the Tucker Main Road in St. James. The story that was given, man pull up, tell her, get out of the car, drive off with the car, with her child in the car, carry him down the road, cut him throat, and left him and the car right there. According to reports at the time, the assailants dragged Leon Issa, the mother, from the motor car in which the mother and the child were traveling, and then sped off in the vehicle with the young child, right? The vehicle was later found along the Fairfield Main Road, and the child's body was found in the back seat with the throat slashed. Forensics did their thing, and according to that report, they said he was taken out of the car. He was placed on the car trunk. That's where his throat was slashed. And then he was pulled from there back into the car and left in the back seat of the car. Gruesome death for a little boy, a little autistic boy, and no friggin' justice served for him either. None. But you know, God not sleep. God not sleep. So, justice will be served. Just not the justice that we are looking for. Yeah? But justice will be served. And I pray that justice is served. Because the little boy never deserved that. And there's something, definitely something in a something about the phone there. But they were given enough time to clean up. If I did my phone, them crack that long time without me giving them any permission for going on my phone. Because guess what? At Vybz Kartel trial, you heard what the lady said, the DPP. They can violate your constitutional rights like that. And it's okay in court if the means meet the ends. That means if then they crack our phone without our permission and found incriminating stuff in it, or their goal was to make sure there was no incriminating stuff in it because they're trying to further the investigation and she is being combative about it, it would have been justified in a court of law. So how come it's okay if it violates certain people constitutional rights but not others? All right, because that's the type of stuff we uphold. Yeah, that way. Welcome to Jamaica. Jamaica from the outside. Big up Jamaica from the outside. Thank you for being here this morning. Now, the last topic for the morning, of course, Donald Trump. His running mate. Did y'all know that J.D. Vance, right? The brother that Donald Trump chose to be his running mate, his vice president, should he be elected? I can't wait for the debates because Kamala Harris versus J.D. Vance is going to be a very interesting debate. But this guy, this is the same guy that referred to Donald Trump as, let me see. Did he write down some of this now? He said, I cannot stand him. Basically, my stomach friggin' turns. I cannot stand him. He is a moral disaster. Even called him America's Hitler. This is J.D. Vance. I cannot stand him. A moral disaster he is. This is America's own Hitler. And now you are his vice president. I don't know about y'all, but they can't get my vote because I see through the foolishness. And they just patching this together to make it work. He's 39 and potentially could be in the White House until he's 79. Because he could potentially be in the White House until he's 79 because of what they call the Project 2025, right? Yeah. And what they plan to do with Project 2025. To do away with certain things, parts of the Constitution. like the part that says that a president, me a Jamaican, so me as a prime minister, I'm dual rolling here. The prime minister or the president could serve beyond 4 years. This is where a lot of people are saying, yo, I wonder if this is that one world stuff that's coming in and we're going to have one president for like the next 50, 60 years before we get another president. You know, dictatorship. I don't understand how you go from humiliating somebody in front of the world on a grand stage, calling them a moral disaster, America's own Hitler, to you changing so much into what they want you to say, to where you are now his vice president nominee. You see. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo.
Yes, sir. Madonna King, what go on?
Blessings on the man.
Manners and respect, sir.
Anyhow, but the brother that we are talking about, Trump brother, in DC.
Yeah.
You know, the Trump know what I'm doing.
You're down the road because you're not coming through too clear, but.
Yeah, me do it. I run with my dad.
All right, chop it up fast forward, then, because we can't too really hear you. Yeah.
When I say Trump is a man, you know Trump too. Trump is just not nobody. You have to make him touch the whole Republican Party. Not the man there? Okay. The man there, the man is still thinking about Trump publicly. So guess what? Trump know how he feels publicly. Not like when they come in here and laugh and make this and that. So, we know what he do.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, it's a good decision in the car. He has been right and I to watch him. I know. Long film.
Him can watch him and control him. Him can watch him and control him, right? So him can't cause him no damage. Matter of fact, him turn him enemy into an ally.
Yeah. There's somebody now in my community telling me that they're going to be someone else to say, like, you can come and church here like this one guy. That's like the blouse and skirt and picking things. Trump say I feel like that, man. So I feel like, you know, like this, you know, Trump is saying I like Trump.
Right.
And Trump is taking that. But they're still I get moved.
All right, sir. All right.
Anyway, this is what they're
yeah, manners and respect.
Yeah.
Wish you could have looked clearer still. Basically, he was just saying that Trump knows exactly what he's doing. The guy is not afraid of him, and he, like everybody else who's trying to kiss his ass, and he came out and said it, and said many more things behind it. So Trump figured this is a strong person, so instead of like going against him, make him a part of you and a part of your movement and use him in that way. That way you can control the narrative instead of having him become an enemy. Sometimes you're so strong, you're dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And then people will rather have you as a friend than have you as an enemy, because they know as an enemy, you about to tear their stuff down. So, hey, whatever you got to do, write that check, sign that check, like Amber Rose. Amber Rose over there getting used with that big ass tattoo on her forehead. Which conservative American would ever look at Amber Rose and be like, I want my daughter to be just like her? Look at her. She is at the Republican convention. She is shining from that stage. She is the picture of our conservatism. This is what she embodies. Amber Rose, slut walk, a proud slut, dashed with baby, abortion activist. Suddenly she is worthy of being used by they know what they're doing, man. But back to this, right? On July 13, Donald Trump was reportedly hit by glass shards, not bullets, after a shooting occurred at a scheduled rally in Pennsylvania, according to law enforcement. A bullet hit a teleprompter, and Donald Trump was grazed by glass shards from the teleprompter. Trump appeared to bleed from his ear as he was rushed off the stage by Secret Service agents. However, Trump claimed that he was shot. On his social media platform, writing, he said, I knew immediately that something was wrong, in that I heard a whizzing sound, shots, and immediately felt the bullet ripping through the skin. Much bleeding took place. he wrote on the social media site. At least one attendee was pronounced dead and 2 others were critically injured. Secret Service agents reportedly killed the suspected shooter, and President Joe Biden reportedly spoke with Trump following the incident. He also released a statement condemning gun violence. Now, I'm not going to go too further into this article, but this came via way of TMZ. If y'all know TMZ and y'all know who TMZ is, y'all know TMZ is highly credible, right? Right. So it wasn't a gunshot. He was hit by glass shards that came off of the teleprompter being shot up. With that said, I'm just saying, we had a big debate about this day before yesterday because we weren't here yesterday. And some people were arguing, and I was trying to use my own military expertise. And I even had a mechanic that was trying to tell me about infantry stuff. Don't know how. Anyways, back to this. The whole 2025, Project 2025 thing, the reason it doesn't sit good with me are many reasons. I'm still reading through whatever is available to me. But I encourage everybody out there to please go read through this, right? Now, one of the things that's near and dear to me is the care that veterans get. Just go and Google what percentage of the United States of America population actually serves in the military. You will find out that it's a very small percentage. Even though you see numbers look large and you see people in uniform everywhere, it's a very small percentage. Now, Project 2025 proposes to reduce veterans' health care benefits. They're trying to word it, though, in a way where it seems like that's not what they're trying to do, but they are. Project 2025 proposal. Here's one. To cut more than $37 million from veterans and service members' benefit by eliminating concurrent eligibility for both service-related disability benefits and military retirement benefits. So this is telling me that if you're getting military retirement benefits plus service disability benefits, they want to cut one of those, right? If you're getting this one, you shouldn't be getting that one, that kind of thing. Now, revising disability rating awards, that's a whole nother level, which determines the eligibility of benefits and mostly disability compensation and narrow eligibility for veterans' disability by excluding conditions that were not directly related to military service. Now you have politicians playing in a field that's dangerous. Dangerous because the injuries that a veteran or an active duty person sustains or acquires during service, those injuries over time can be exacerbated. They can get worse. They can manifest in different ways, and they can turn into different things. Now, what they're proposing is that, one, there's a time limit, and if everything isn't manifested by this time limit, you can't get nothing else from that submitted to the VA. Therefore, they wouldn't cover you. So you're going to have to find your way to get care and help for that on your own. These are the type of stuff that bothers me looking into this. From the state of North Carolina alone, tens of thousands of veterans may no longer be eligible for current retirement and or disability benefits. So their plan is to cut a huge chunk of money, not just that 37 million, that's small money compared to the rest. Another proposal will cut another 59 million. There's another proposal to cut another 14 million. There's another proposal, and these all proposals are coming from military people. What it means: cut 14 million from military housing allowance and burden military families with new housing expenses documentation requirements. What this means is married military service members would receive only one allowance and would be required to document and submit all of their housing expenses. Right. First of all, being in the military, I don't know if anybody knows this. They don't get paid well. I don't know if y'all ever seen a private's paycheck, but y'all can go look it up. Like I always joke and say, the same way you use your computer to look up porn and look up other people's business, you can look that up if you're really interested to know. They don't make a lot of money. Matter of fact, they get paid a little bit of money. I remember when I joined the military, my brother was out here. My baby brother was doing so good financially that every time I came home for vacation, I was like, damn. May I drive a little Ford Escort? This man have a big old SUV, fully paid off. Every time I came home, and it was like, and he was like 5 years younger than I was, 6 years younger than I was. So in the military, we don't get that big of a pay that people think. The biggest part of military service is our housing that's paid for and our health benefits. Between housing and health benefits, that right there is the chunk of what takes away from other people outside of the military, right? Because if you don't have rent to pay or a mortgage to pay and you're on military housing, then that's a big bill that you can pocket every month, put it towards your saving. Why you want to take that away? Why you want to go touch that? Privatize the TRICARE system, slashing more than $59 million in military healthcare services. What this means for us, it means additional healthcare costs for military families. Because if they privatize it, then private companies will be competing over it. Some people say that's good because it will force some people to charge less. Yeah, right. Not if the bill is set way high as hell. Even charging less will still probably end up being too much for the average military family to cover on their own. They already have it covered under TRICARE. Why you want to mess up TRICARE? TRICARE is one of the best things in the military. Any service member could tell you that. This man, so his VP is closely connected to this Project 2025 stuff. Even though Trump has said, I know nothing about no Project 2025. I'm not a part of that. Know nothing about it. Dismiss me from that. He has bolstered his whole organization. Everybody around him is either the architects of, connected to it in some way, shape, or form or another of that whole Project 2025 stuff. This is a conservative agenda, right, for the new government that's supposed to be ushered in under Donald Trump. And I'm telling you right now, I saw one veteran. He is a master sergeant that just retired not too long ago. I played this video on Instagram. You know, he was holding his head like this and he was like, I'm talking to veterans. You veterans out there, nobody else. Why do you vote against us? Why do you vote against you? See, there's this thing, right, where they go around and say stuff like veterans for Trump. I remember I'm at a particular facility, can't say where, can't say what patient. I'm at a particular facility, I'm doing therapy. And I remember one person said, you know, if it wasn't for Obamacare, I wouldn't be able to receive the care that I'm getting now. But I still don't like his ass. And I'm still not voting for him for a second term. And I asked the person why. I said, without that, you wouldn't be able to get care. The person was in a bad way, elder, but they were receiving good care at the facility, and their insurance covered their care, which is life-saving. And they were willing to admit that this is saving my life because I couldn't afford it on my own, but I still won't vote for that mother. I realize that that's where it's at. So when I do these videos, it's to enlighten people about what's going on. Not contrary to what some people say, oh, you're filled with hate. This is not about hate. This is not about name calling. I don't call people names when they decide to vote for somebody other than who I choose to vote for. You just vote different than I do, and you must have your reasons why. All I ask is, let's have a conversation so I can hear your reason and I'll let you hear mine. And then we can decide. I'm trying to be open and enlightened. Maybe you tell me something I never knew. And all of a sudden I switch. And I'm like, oh, I got to vote for the way you're going then. If that's the case, right? Maybe. But what I notice is nobody is willing to bend to change their views. So, like Lil Duval said, everybody already got their mind made up about who they're going to vote for. You not arguing with nobody and effectively changing their decision. So I'm not doing that. I'm not wasting energy. Not busting, not a bead of sweat. But it's our duty to inform when we find stuff out so others can go look up what we're giving them and see if it's truth or lies. And then if it is the truth and it's affecting or it's going to affect you, then I would think you're smart enough to vote in the direction that benefits you, because that's what voting is about, right? Not a cult following, not going for who seems cooler and who speaks loud and more aggressively, but who actually backs policies that benefit your life. That's that. We could go on and on this morning, but the politics thing, we're not. Politics, religion, paycheck. The three things you never discuss with people because they all bring drama. And we've been touching on politics and it's been bringing drama. We're going to leave it right here. So leave your comments in the comment section below. Continue this conversation in the chat box till it goes out. And I'll see you tomorrow morning right here on Morning Thoughts on SouFLoTV. Manners and respect to each and every one of you. Big up yourself. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you. Have a good one. And remember, for those of you whose names are in green, the video that I put up yesterday, the Drive and Talk video, that video holds the answer. That video and the one before it holds the answer. The two Jamaican videos, they hold the answer to the $100 giveaway. I'm thinking about increasing the $100 giveaway to $200 per giveaway, but I'll get there when I get there. I work past something. So the more I get is the more I'm able to give, if you understand what I mean, right? So let's let that grow as well. Listen, have a wonderful day. Walk with God. Be good. And I'll see you later. I'm out. Peace.